Hello everybody and welcome on back to MLB The Show 25 right here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean. Every day 6 p.m. Pacific time you can catch me playing a fresh game of baseball. Subscribe and ring the bell down below for more. Today we're wrapping up 3 games set inside a franchise mode with the Seattle Mariners against the Texas Rangers. We got a good color combination here. They're wearing the powder blue. Looks like we're going to wear our seafoam green with the gray pants. So there you go. Brian Wu, 4-0 with a 1.64 ERA. John Gray, 0-4 with a 4.65 ERA. As we jump into the next game, we won yesterday 7-0. We won the previous game 2-0, and we're looking for a series sweep. Custom Alt-2 Road. Okay. Globe Life Field, open, partly cloudy. We'll go with that. Brian Wu. Let's see. Is there anybody worth subbing in? It's a right-handed pitcher. Solano. Oof. Why is Solano -3 on everything? Why is it going down? He's been batting well. I think we'll keep this lineup. Solano and Rayleigh are the only guys that I'm kind of worried about right now before we get that off day. But maybe there's a lefty with the Athletics, which is our next series. That'll give us an opportunity to jump Dylan Moore into the lineup and give a couple of guys the rest. Yeah, we're done with Texas here. We pitched a complete game with Logan Gilbert yesterday.
The show
I
brings
don't
you a
know.
matchup
It's a funky
rivals. It's the Seattle
funky
Mariners
funky game yesterday. I was surprised at how well we were able to not only hit the ball, but like score runs because we didn't do a particularly good job. I think we actually won 7-0. And I think I said 6-0. And then the 2-0 was still there. That was still accurate. But anyway, Broom's out. We're looking for a 3-game sweep. Brian Wu's been dominant on the mound as of late. Polanco's hitting .500 over the last 9 games. Jake Berger, 154 over the last 30 games, which is 2 short of how many they've actually played, or 4 short. 32, yeah, 34. So not great over his last 30 games or the last 30 games, whatever. Gilbert had a huge game on the mound yesterday, a complete game shutout. Raleigh shined in a win. He had at least 3 RBI, but I think maybe a 4th in there. Bullpen over the last 18 games for us. The Mariners, 52.2 with a 0.51 ERA, 57 strikeouts. We're continuing dominance over the Rangers. We're looking to extend our 10-game win streak. Glass now case 13 allows 1 run in a win versus the Braves. JP Sears, 8 innings of 1-hit ball in a win versus the Marlins. Yelich breaks out of a 2-for-21 slump with a 3-hit performance over the Cubs. The same game where Ian Happ broke out of a 2-for-23 slump at a 2-hit performance. Wild. Mark Vientos collects 5 RBI in a win versus the Cardinals. Chapman snaps an 0-for-21 hitless streak in a 3-hit performance versus the Rockies. And we have a bunch. We have a couple of promotions. The Marlins promote Robbie Snelling. The Dodgers promote. And the Padres. And the Mets acquire Chris Paddock from the Twins. They promote to AAA. Oh, never mind. I thought that was higher than that. Never mind. We don't need to worry about that. There's a quick peek at the farm report.
First pitch coming
We're ready.
your way next.
I'm ready. We got the Brooms out. We're ready for a sweep. We're ready for a...
Just about
We're ready to just kind of keep playing well.
This one, John Gray. And
we're 28-6 or something weird like that.
Type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout.
We'll be off to our first series in Sacramento after this, which will be interesting. We struggled against the Athletics in the first series of the season, which was a 4-game set. But the Athletics are not going to have Lawrence Butler. So that's a big piece of the puzzle. 97 on a fastball, a 4-seam. Slider at 91, a circle change at 90, and a curveball at 81. And we are off in the late.
As he swings through it for strike 1.
First pitch.
Yeah, too late. All right. That's a good take there on the circle change.
Next offer in there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
It's not a good slider. I think it's a good take.
Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
Not a great swing. So the slider already a little inconsistent. Right at the top of the zone and then the bottom of the zone. Definitely weren't anticipating that those pitch locations.
Donovan Solano.
And Boog, he's the table setter for this offense. team leader and on-base percentage. I mean, that just gives your teammates plenty of chances to cash in and bring them around to score. Man, I used to love when I had a guy out in second base or third base. Easy to get those RBIs. Game after game, you know a guy like this, what he's going to provide and the opportunities that other guys are going to get in the lineup.
Ooh, a little too aggressive there.
Now and watches strike one.
Very early. I'd
One
assume
out,
that would.
bases
Hopefully,
empty.
that would be good pace for the four seam. But
In the air, out towards right center. Langford makes the grab. 2 down.
just laid on it.
Every day during batting practice, these outfilders get about 10 minutes of balls.
So they started with the fastball, and then they started with the circle change.
They make the play perfectly.
And then they went back to the
Rodriguez.
fastball. Too late.
Now the
That was a
ball
bad swing.
comes up empty with a swing there. Cut
Oh,
on
and we're
lifted
under
into the
that
air.
fastball.
Garcia heads after.
Under it and late. So not a
And
great
missed the
start for the
grab.
Mariners.
And that is that. It's the Mariners nothing, Rangers coming up. It's Major League Baseball
Looking for that
on
off
the show.
speed. Okay. I think I might be overthinking it a little bit at the plate. We did score 4 of our runs in the first 2 innings in yesterday's game. And then once they brought in, especially once they brought in the
And
reliever,
towing the slab, Ryan
we
Boone.
really struggled to put anything
Well, coming into this
consistent
game, hitters are
together.
batting under 250
So,
against this starting
we'll see.
pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his
But we
pitches
also did
around,
win that first
add
game
and subtract,
2-0, and
change
that
up
was
the
that
look so
was a
that
bit of a
hitters
struggle. I
don't
gotta get
get
this
too
headset
comfortable
plugged in
and start
because I
squaring
always
up.
had to get this
We'll
headset
see what
plugged
he's
in.
got in this one.
Now here is Wyatt Langford. The M's are looking very strong so far this season.
Oop, not my elbow on that.
Yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up. And it gets the players fired up, too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
That's not what we're.
Swinging a foul out of
That's
play.
not what we're wanting to see. Fastball, we have had trouble locating. Even though we were able to throw, that's a strike. Is that seriously not a strike?
Nope, he held back.
Oh, come on. The zone was real wonky yesterday.
Next offering in
That
there.
slider
for a
did
strike.
not bite
That's
at
strike
all.
2.
But the four seam, even though we threw a 9 or a complete game, I should say, and we held them to very few hits, the fastball location wasn't great.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one missed.
Inside.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball
Oh
get deep.
my
Now
God.
a chance to maybe get creative on
Oh
offense with good speed
my
on first.
God.
The 1-0. And that's in there at the knees. The 1-1
That
is fouled
four seam
off.
is nowhere
Nobody out,
near
runner at first.
where I'd like to see it.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one away.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, somewhere.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throws.
Yeah, I got out of the double play possibility.
This team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there.
Yeah, we missed
Put
that
the pressure
sinker,
on the
too.
opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard
Oh,
for
for
this
the
team.
love of God, that sinker wasn't missed. That's 3 in the first goddamn inning.
1-2. Now he breaks his bat. Picks it up with the bare hand to first, and he beats it. Everyone's
Yeah.
safe.
Did a nice job getting there.
Okay.
Good throw, but
We are not
very
having
difficult to
great
get
luck here.
anybody
They do have the double
on that one as
lefties.
far as you had to go and throw.
You know? Yeah, no question. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Delivers a
Okay,
pitch in
really
for a
needed
strike
that
at
strike call.
95.
Really needed it. I don't want to strike out here, but I want to set 2 down. Fuck.
And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to
Solano.
It's a red.
Oh, the throw is over his head.
It was a red.
Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Rangers take the lead. And they won't get
That's
him
a
when he goes
disastrous
first.
fucking
2
throw.
on, 1 out. And Jack Peterson stands in. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
And we continue to just have trouble turning double plays. I got a little too excited there. I think it moved on me just a little bit in a way that I was not anticipating, and then sailed into right field. Brutal turn. Should have been a 0.
Found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
I don't love the locations on these pitches. They just
ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Seager at third. Berger at first. 2 out of the inning.
poke it just a little bit further outside.
And there's a ball. Hit in the air left field. A Rosarena moving under it. Makes the grab. And that's the third
That's okay.
out.
It's a little unfortunate that the ball sailed like that into right field rather than just pulling off the base.
It's the Rangers 1 and the Mariners nothing.
But it's okay. It happens. We'll
Back
bounce
at
back.
Globe
No
Life
problem.
Field. New inning getting started. Now it's going to be Cal Raleigh. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job
that was a really
is
good,
to guide that staff.
Really good call on the curveball. It looked so good at the start, but I
can turn it up offensively and be a force there.
God, they
that
love
is a win-win.
This game is loved starting with that fourth pitch.
Luke Raley stands in now,
especially in this series. I think it was part of why I struggled so much when I was doing that big long stream on Friday.
And there's a foul ball. Gray with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. One down, base is empty. Flips the corner. Now 1-2.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Okay, good contact swing there.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Nice plate appearance with Raley.
First base runner of the game.
Not a great back.
I don't know why you're saying that like it's an incredible feed. It's
really close pitches,
we're
and
fine. It's the top of the second.
A way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Randy Rosarena now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
And it's a double
ground
play.
to third.
The circle change that they threw and that circle change and that curveball threw me off so badly.
Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Rangers 1 and the Mariners nothing.
He gave us a pretty good piece to hit on that first pitch. Let's see if we can settle down here with Woo. We're only down 1. We're fine. Don't love the way that we're starting offensively.
Bottom of the inning. And now the right fielder,
Defensively, there was the error as well, so that's a problem. I think that shadow could become an issue, so we might need to try and get going a little bit sooner rather than later. Sometimes it seems like we need to go, hey, we're going to just try and...
In the air, left side. A Rosarena after it.
Sometimes it's, do we try to just survive the starter and get a couple innings in us before we...
He struggled to make contact lately, striking out
before we try and go, but shadowing could be an issue here. So that error could be really rough later on.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
That's not where I want that fucking... You cannot tell me it's a perfect release and that's the result.
That's towards center. And there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Now here's the Rangers DH, Ezekiel Duran. And it's fouled away.
No, jeez.
Down the right side, but foul.
Holy shit.
The wind of the pitch. Out towards left center. Rosarena moving under it.
Okay, that's
Makes
a much
the
better
grab, and
inning.
that's
Nice
the
job, Brian Wu.
So no runs, no hits, no errors.
All right, offense,
and no one
let's
left.
go.
We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Rangers 1 and the Mariners nothing.
We definitely don't want to push ourselves, panic ourselves with that shadow talk.
Welcome back.
Here's a series
Let's take look
recap,
at how the series has played
2070.
out so far.
Austin Shenton.
A changeup
good
missing.
take.
1-0. Gray, in his 9th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he
That's another good
occasionally
take. We
uses a curve.
did do a good job
balls, no
with a
strikes.
walk with Rayleigh. We just hit it into a double play.
Slider misses outside.
3-0 take. We're not putting our hand even on the controller.
That one misses.
Perfect.
So a leadoff walk.
He did not
All right.
take the bat off his shoulder. The
Now,
entire bat.
we need to let him throw a
Now
strike
Jorge
here.
Polanco, 2 for 7 in the series so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That's fine.
Shenton on at first, nobody out. On the ground at first, could be 2.
It's just
Oh,
right
can't
off
pick it up
him.
cleanly, and they get it. The
That
misplay made it a
curveball,
bit
he's
messy,
picked
but
good
they
spots to
cleaned
throw it
things up
already.
for
We're in the
the
top of the
out.
3rd. We've
Pretty
gotten
flashy
fooled
with
on
the bare hand grab
3
right
of
there.
those
Kinda
between the
risky,
curveball and the
but
one
man, he made it
changeup.
look easy.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
That's a bad swing.
Goes
Fuck
looking for
me.
the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Garcia snags it, and that is that.
Okay.
One left
Stay
for Seattle,
settled down
and it
here.
remains 1-0.
Fucking circle change.
Welcome back.
Leading off
And
for the
struggles at the
Rangers.
plate.
You're goddamn
of the
right.
series
Zero
as we take a
fucking
look at the
zero.
numbers.
Look at that average. Nothing. I already got the 1 today. It should be unearned.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Fuck
And it's
off.
fouled off. They'll do it again. That one down the line.
I went to the
And
wrong
I don't know
base.
what's going on there, but he's safe at first.
White Langford's giving us trouble. He's 2 for 2 and has a lot of speed.
Against it with 2 strikes right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Smith batting for the second time, and that's strike
At the
1.
same time on a goddamn sinker last time.
Oh, and they got it.
Fuck
To
off.
show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do.
Get
And far
out of
thing,
here.
Even with big time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Got him.
Now go sit the fuck down, Josh H. Smith. Okay, we're staying calm. We're not getting mad.
Fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right
We're a
there.
little lamped up.
The hitter saw it all the way.
Really needed that sinker, by the way, to be a strike, because I was a
I
little...
think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Polanco
Okay.
tosses to
Okay.
first.
Hey,
And
way to
Seager
get the
set
runner.
down.
There would have been a
Out number
strikeout.
3.
Runner on
Rangers go down
second.
quickly there, but
A
they
runner
lead
on
it 1-0.
third with 2 away. Okay, it's a good good snag on the steal there.
Back in
Leading
Arlington,
off for
here's
the
Donovan
Mariners,
Solano.
The third baseman, Donovan
Well,
Solano.
certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
There's a swing and a drive.
Double?
This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game.
Okay.
Went up
Here
there
we
looking
go.
to be aggressive and got something he
center
could
field,
handle.
number
Put a pretty good
44,
jolt into that one. Great swing, nice
Rodriguez.
balance and weight transfer. And he
I'm
got it to
guessing that
drop in out
was...
there
Oh,
in
it was
the
a
deep part of the
four-seam.
field.
Okay.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. That one almost got him. Solano at second with nobody out.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And there's one down.
No fucking way.
It was all over.
God
that
damn it.
fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh, grounded out his first time. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Tying run in scoring position, top half of inning number 4. That's out to center field. Langford should have this one. He's got it. 2 away.
This is where that lack of speed really hurting us here. That's 2 outs. That's a run. If it's anybody that's not just a
Luke
26
Raley
speed.
up next for the Mariners. He reached out a walk his first time. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Well struck right field. Long gone.
Let's fucking go, Luke Raley. Let's go.
Touch 'em all.
My apologies.
And that
I
gives
called
them
you the
the
wrong
lead.
name.
It's
Nuke
2-1.
Raley is back, everybody. Let's go. I didn't think that was going to get out. That one really carried. I do have trouble a lot, though. Like, I'm not the best example or the best person to go, yeah, that's out versus going to be a catch or whatever. But I thought that one was going to hit the top of the wall. It seemed like it really carried here in Texas. And just like that with 2 outs, 2-1 Mariners lead. Let's fucking go.
Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball.
As those shadows creep in on home plate.
So 2 down. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. That
Great
comes
take.
corner.
Great take. We've had 9 runs, but only, I guess those would be runs number 10 and 11, but we haven't had a ton via the long ball.
Swings and misses.
Step out.
And
Step
that
out.
is
Step
strike
out.
2.
He finds himself in a
Step out.
tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
We really got with that curveball.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
Starting to get some pretty good timing on that breaking ball, but he's going to have to stay ready for a fastball. Don't want to watch one go right by you.
Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Garcia really on his horse for this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Hard hit to third.
No way.
Throws to first. And that will
Oh,
end it.
how were we on it that
Two
well?
come in on this Seattle homer.
Okay.
And this is now a 2-1 ball
I'm
game.
surprised. That
Watching
felt like
Major
such a
League
good
Baseball
opportunity to go
on the
inside.
show.
I was really committed to that outside part of the plate.
Back at the ballpark,
Leading up
and
for
in
the
this
Rangers,
series, it has
the
been
first
lights
baseman.
out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers.
I just enjoy those numbers. Look at them and just go, wow, what incredible numbers.
Hit in the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it. He makes the grab, and a quick out, number 1. And now Jack Peterson, he's 0 for 1. Peterson just got a piece of it. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Fouled off.
Peterson gave us quite an at-bat in the first, in his first at-bat of yesterday's game. There we go.
He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
I don't think we did a good job mixing up pitches and speeds and where we were going with them. So
That's
okay. In the earliest bits of the season, I was doing a good job throwing high and away. I've gotten away from that. So let's bring it back.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Kyle Higashioka. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Knocks that one
Brutal
away,
shadow
and we'll
difference here. It's going to be coming from the sunlight into the shade.
And down
Beautiful.
on strikes he goes.
Beautiful.
He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And the Rangers set down in order. And our score remains 2-1.
2 runs on 2 hits. They have 1 run on 3 hits and the error. I guess they have 1 run on the error.
Welcome back.
Here's a look through the first 4.
So far. Here's how the starters are performing.
Brian Wu, 4 innings. John Gray, 4 innings. You can see 0 runs, 0 earned runs for Brian Wu. I'm curious if that changes. 3 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Gray, 2s down the board, but only the 1 K. Okay. It has Austin Shenton.
Back to work.
Oh, just kidding. The shadows weren't a problem, everybody.
Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
We were fine.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Jorge Polanco now at the plate. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. And there's the strike. Shenton gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swung on, belted. Garcia ranging back on it.
That one's out. Wow, okay.
He shoots one out
Swung
to
on
right.
belted. Usually that means a home run, but that one was in the air for a while and I thought it was going to drop. But Polanco gets us a little further on the board in the second game in a row in this series where we've gone 2 innings consecutively with 2 runs in each of those innings.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball.
And we're going to the bullpen already, everybody.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on
We were able to chase their starter
John Gray
early
done
last
for the
game,
day.
and then we
It's a
didn't really do a
3-run
whole lot
game. We'll be
after
back
that,
to
so I
tell you
wonder if
about new arm in a minute.
the manager's thinking kind of a similar situation, especially if they bring in...
So out of the bullpen for the Rangers.
Okay, never mind. It wasn't this guy. It was a different guy. I don't think we'll see him because he threw 3 innings. But Hobie Milner coming on in. 17 games, 0-1 record. 1 hold, 19 innings, pitched a 4.26 ERA, 15.9% strikeout rate. Pretty meh averages. But it makes sense to bring in a lefty because it is Crawford. Sweeper at 81, sinker at 91, four seam at 91, circle change at 83, and a funky arm angle. Okay.
And it's 0-1.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across the
Sinker
first.
fooled me a little
One
bit.
away here in the
His
fifth.
arm angles.
So the batting order turns over.
Tricky to pick
Victor
up.
Robles up next for the Mariners. 0 for 2 in this one. In the first
That's
pitch misses
usually
for
the
ball
thing
one.
with me is
Activity in the bullpen.
look at the
Jacob
AL West
Webb
standings.
preparing
The
to come
Athletics
on
are in
and beat it.
second.
Win getting loose as well.
It's going to be a 1-2 matchup as the Athletics and Mariners battle in this franchise mode.
Next pitch
There
is
might be a
outside.
1-2 battle if things keep the way they are, because I think the
Still
Mariners
only
or
one out
Athletics
here
are
in the inning.
1-2 in real life as well. Okay.
And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for
He
second.
missed it. We were a little aggressive,
He's
and
in
it,
with a stand-up double.
hey, it worked for us.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts
Now
where
batting,
batting averages are
third
just so much higher. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
One out, runner at second. Solano getting ready to hit. That's to third. Smith
Darn.
to
Darn.
first. And there's 2 away.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Julio
Rodriguez with another scorching run of play lately. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. That's 2
Good take.
And that's
So it
ball
looks like
1.
Houston
We've
jumped
gotten
into
used to seeing
second.
him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch it.
Ooh. Early on that sweeper.
Outside low.
Outside.
And it's 2-1.
2 balls.
2
1
outs.
strike.
And 1 in scoring position. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Okay, so Polanco puts 2 on the board. I think that arm angle is just really going to give me some trouble. Four runs, 5 hits, and an error.
Ready to go for the
Leading
last
off
half
for
of the
the
inning.
Rangers,
Now here
the right
is
fielder,
Adolis Garcia.
Garcia.
That's in there.
God damn, why is that slider in that
Offense has
location?
gotten going.
That is
Pitcher
not
wants to go
where
out
I
there, have
want
a
it.
Real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, after putting up a
2
nice
strikes.
inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Come on. Woo! Out of the zone, man. We don't need it in... I hate when that happens. There we
There's
go.
Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Marcus Simeon, the next to hit. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
That clips the
There we
zone.
go.
0-2. Stays alive. That's down and in.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And a swing and a miss.
Oh,
Picks
come
up
on. Let me
strikeout
turn
number
double. Let me
7.
turn a double
Get
play.
out front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So the lineup flips over. Wyatt Langford.
Okay,
will hit
Langford's
next.
2 for 2.
Simeon, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now it's even up. Just missed.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Okay.
Robles.
We
makes the
finally
grab.
get Langford
That
out.
is
That's
the
a good.
inning.
That's good news
Rangers
for
lead
us.
1, and
I
they
think he would have
trail
probably
it
been
4-1.
slowed down by the runner in front of him anyway, so it's not the biggest deal in the world, but
Now
We're good.
pitching for
We're
the
back,
Okay.
and they make a
Cole
change to
Wynn
start the
is going to come in
sixth.
here, 1 and 2 in
Pitcher,
21
Cole
games,
Wynn.
a 7
And he's
or
had a
7
tough
holds and
go with his
27.2
left-handed
innings
batters
pitched.
this year. They've been hitting him
4.23
hard, so
ERA.
We'll see how he does here.
Cal Raleigh digs in now. Raleigh,
That's
a
fine.
former
12-6
Gold Glove
curve.
winner,
Is that his 4th
28
best
years
pitch?
old.
No, it's
And
his
he's been
5th best
touching home
pitch.
plate quite a bit lately,
4
scoring
seam at
8 runs over
98.
the last 10 games.
Slider.
Hit on the
Drove
ground
it
on the
into the
right
ground.
side. Berger takes it to the bag, and that's
Fuck
one
me.
out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
All right, here's our flashback to the 4th inning. Rayleigh, one of 2 home runs that we've hit today, both with the lefties to the right side.
First pitch just misses. Bullpen action for the
I think
Rangers.
the umpire
Jacob
got
Webb
fooled
appears
by
to be
the
getting loose.
shadows there.
Off the mark there. Ball 2. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Popped up to the
out.
left, into foul
Get out,
ground.
get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Has
Fuck
room,
you.
and he makes the catch.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him instead of a line drive or something. hitting deep.
God damn it.
Toss over to first. They
That's
get
not
the
what we
out on a
want.
resurrection.
Fuck.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mariners 4 and the Rangers 1. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
up
check
for
out the
the
latest
Rangers,
news from around the
third
league.
baseman, Josh Smith.
So the good news for us is we should be in the shadow. Shadows should be even.
There's the strike.
Probably letting it get to me a little bit
As
too
this game
much.
goes on,
We do
have to
tend
be
to
more
struggle though
disciplined at
once
the plate.
like
They've been
it's
chasing pitches
a
outside the
positive when
zone
we
all
get
game,
the
and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
it's positive when we get the fuck me.
Swings
Fuck
and hits
me.
one in the air out towards right field.
Learn to talk. Okay.
Puts
Shut
it
up.
away for the out.
Focus.
One down.
It's a positive when we get the starter out early in a game because it means that we're doing pretty well. It is a negative because I really struggle with like different pitchers every single inning. So. And you saw that there. They had the submarine or the sidearm slinger and
Batting with one down.
just had
takes
trouble
the strike.
picking up what he was doing a little bit, and then we had trouble picking up the fastball. It was a little in like different areas, which was weird.
Right side, hard hit. Polanco tosses
Polanco
to
sets
first.
up for a tea party.
Seager
The
is
first
gone
baseman,
quickly.
number 21.
Jake Berger getting ready to hit.
But we have a 3-run lead here, bottom 6. If we can get Woo through this, I think we'll be in good position.
Well, as good as things
In a
can
good
be,
position.
It can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And that is
Jeez
out of play.
Louise.
No base hits in the series.
Finish
for him
the
so
sliders
far.
out of the
It's
zone,
really been a rough
please.
one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
So they go quietly there. We're through
All right.
6 full.
That'll
It's
do
the
it for
Mariners
Wu.
4 and the Rangers
6
1.
strong innings. He got the one, gave up the 1 run, but it wasn't his fault. It was the error.
And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Mariners,
And
the
now
designated
here
hitter,
is Austin Shenton.
Shenton.
Oh, now it's totally shaded. Weird.
And the first offering is not close.
All right, let's hit the bullpen. Warm up Spire and Brash. I don't think we're gonna need Spire. No, we're actually not.
That's a strike. Swing and a ground ball
Yep,
up the
that
middle.
checks out.
Oh, great
That
stop.
checks out.
Nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Polanco
Outside, that's a
in
ball.
now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a ball
Fuck
lifted in
me.
the air. Shallow right field. Garcia pulls that one down. 2 down. So digging in, J.P. Crawford. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's outside.
That's outside. That's outside as well.
The ball.
That's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Really early on the splitter.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status.
Oh, he's fine because he just ran over to first base. But now he's on his knee. All right, cool.
Shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
I thought that was going to be an out.
Real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Victor Robles. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the
Stay
center
second.
field.
Stay 2. Stay 2.
So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Hitting is
The
really
clouds, the
easy
sun
for
comes
some
out
guys.
from
One
behind the
thing that I
cloud
can
cover.
see already,
Now
his bat
third
stays in the
baseman,
zone
Donovan
on plane for an extended
Solano.
period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And the 1-0. Check swing,
That's
called
fine.
strike.
That's fine. Bring it back.
That one is absolutely belted. And it gets
Fuck
into the corner, but
you!
it's foul.
God damn it. We got 2 home runs because they carried, and we lose another run because of Kate carried.
That one
outside.
missed.
2
2
balls,
outs.
2 strikes.
Couple of base runners at first and second. And a breaking ball misses
Come on.
outside.
Let it go
He
by.
should
Be
get a
cool.
pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Here's a rip
Yep.
to short,
That's an out.
but he's there for the 3rd out. Mariners lead a couple, but they need it 4-1. Welcome back. Taking
Lead
a
up
look at
for
our
the
game
Rangers,
summary.
the left fielder, Josh Peterson.
Go ahead and bring in
We're
Santos.
back in a new pitcher
Got to
here
remember
start the
his
bottom of the
pitching
seventh.
rhythm.
Gregory Santos.
Number 48.
And one thing on him, he's been really
Gregory
good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
That one
I didn't
is in the
remember.
dirt.
I didn't
Kept it
remember.
pretty
I
quiet
fucking
this
said it and
series. Still
everything.
doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Next pitch is outside. Up the middle. Crawford throws to first in time. And one away. in the
There
bottom of the
we
seventh.
go. That's a
Now the
nice
catcher for the
play there.
Rangers, Kyle Higashioka.
Yoka.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And that's a foul ball.
Really didn't get a good jump on it. It's going to be tough. Would have loved to have seen an out there. But it's also probably not worth diving for.
On the ground to third. And it goes just foul.
We're there.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
The Rangers trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Headed down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Put him away, Santos.
On the ground to short.
Good enough.
Crawford. In plenty of time to first.
Okay.
Garcia is out.
So we're up by
Rangers go
3
down
through
in
7.
order. Nothing doing
Crawford
for the
and
Rangers. And this is still
Rodriguez
a
and Raleigh both
4-1
0 for
ball
today. 0
game.
for 3. Rayleigh 1 for 2.
Welcome back.
Gonna
And a
bring
new
in
arm on the mound to start
Robert
the
Garcia,
Robert
16
Garcia.
appearances,
Pretty tight game, so they're
14.2
looking for
innings, pretty high
quality pitches out of him
ERA.
right here. Gotta
And
do
it's
his best to
interestingly,
keep
it's a
the score
lefty.
right where it is.
So
Four
digging
seam at
in,
95,
Julio
circle change at
Rodriguez.
86, a slider at 85.
And, that
And
one
it's an
lifted
out
in the
immediately
air,
because
center field.
we're not committed enough to the top of the zone.
Langford makes the grab one
Yet
down.
again.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. Late
Oof,
on that
late.
fastball.
Late.
Activity
Yeah.
in the bullpen. Jacob Webb
Yeah.
up and loosening in the pen. Jackson also throwing. The 0-1. On the ground, right
We're not
side.
committed enough to the outside. If
Gets
you
to
throw it
first.
over the middle and
Two
kind
away.
of down in the zone, we might get to it, but we probably won't because we're bad at the game.
The first baseman,
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And up next for Seattle, Randy Arozarena.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
About an
Mariners
out.
leave one as they
Fuck
hold on
me.
to a 4-1 lead.
I feel it, Randy. I'll slam my helmet as well.
And we're back.
It's freaking bull. All right. Let's hand it over to Matt Brash.
New pitcher on now,
now
Matt
pitching for
Brash.
Seattle.
And we all know about his slider. It's just
47.
filthy, man. And one of the
Matt
better ones in the game, I'd say.
Brash.
Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Sharp grounder, that's through
Okay.
for a base hit. So a man on base to start.
Not a
the
great
inning.
jump from
Couple
Polanco.
hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the
Now
middle
back
with his
the
approach. He didn't try to do
designated
too much with the
hitter,
pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Duran
There we go.
in the box again. Takes a strike.
That's a ball.
Got to
That's
keep
a strike.
things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings
There we
and
go.
misses.
Okay,
Struck
so there's
him
one.
out.
Love,
Definitely made him
love,
chase a
love,
little
love.
bit
Would
out
love
of
to
the
turn
zone
two
right
here.
there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count.
That was a pretty
Get the
ugly
guy
pitch. We
in
didn't
the
commit it
box
to
on
the
his heels
top side of the
and
zone the
force
way
him
that
to
I
chase your
typically
pitch where he
do,
doesn't
but
have much of a chance to do any damage.
I said double play, not.
Simeon on the way
Okay,
to third.
Arozarena.
Throw in.
Fuck, and it's a red.
Bag, and he's safe.
God damn it,
That
game.
was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Smith up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Check swing called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ooh, that was an ugly slider. Arozarena has not looked great in left field at times. We have not helped that.
Up the middle, Polanco to Crawford for 1.
out.
Double play.
Let's fucking go!
Can't seem to break through. In and
God.
over.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players
It's the
made
second
play
red
behind
throw
him.
that we've
Nice
had in
job.
this game
4-6-3
alone.
Inning-ending double play.
We're able to get the ultra rare double play. We're holding them off. 3-run lead. We're bringing in the closer.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
71.
mound, Jacob Webb.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
So now here's the DH, Austin Shenton. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Too early.
Webb, in his 5th season, 31 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. Out towards right center field.
Getting so annoyed.
Sizes this one up.
So annoyed. I know we're up 3. I know we're in line to sweep this series. But our inability to make consistent contact is driving me
Can't forget
fucking
the 2-run
insane.
shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Okay, cool. Didn't really even show the home run, but alright.
In there for strike 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
In the
1-1.
dirt, and it's 1-1. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas.
Sean Armstrong.
The veteran
I think
right-hander,
Armstrong was the guy that we kind of
loosening
struggled
up.
with. I think he threw 3 innings yesterday, if I remember correctly.
And a swing and a miss.
We just
The
can't
high
do that.
fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Not close with that one. It's 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Hard hit, left
Darn.
side. And Polanco is out.
Actually kind of moving the ball
And the
the
batter will be
PCI kind of
shortstop, J.P.
nicely.
Crawford.
tracking it a little better.
First
Counts
pitch,
1-0.
not close.
Oop.
This to
Hold
third.
that one a little up. And we were late on
Bounces
it.
to first, but he digs it out of the
Just
inning.
not-
It's over.
It's okay.
Nothing
It's
doing
all right.
here this half. Hard of the order. 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mariners 4 and the Rangers 1. back at Globe Life.
We're bringing in Munoz.
Summoned from the bullpen, Andres Munoz. He last
Hey, let's pick up save number 11, huh?
Andres Munoz.
Swinging a ground ball towards first, but foul. And that one fouled off.
Okay. So he's very swing happy here. See if we can throw that sinker a little lower out of the zone.
The shortstop takes the ball.
I figured he wouldn't. It's okay. We give up a shot to Seager. It's no big deal.
Fouls it off. Still
It's only a solo shot. We're still in a good position. Okay.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Headed towards the corner.
All right, Munoz, buddy, we got to figure this slider out.
When the leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher
There we
can get
go.
the ball on the ground and they
Go
can roll
third,
them
way a little more out.
Outside low. And it's 1-2.
Busted in with a fastball.
Recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception.
Exactly, that is exactly what we're looking for.
Hauls it in for the out.
Where the fuck do you think you're going, Seager? Sit your 21 speed ass down.
Batting,
Here's
the
John
left fielder,
Peterson.
John
0 for 3 in this one.
Peterson.
That's off the mark.
Okay.
Ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. And there's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Seager, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he walked him.
Really?
Bring the tying run
Munoz,
to the
you
plate.
couldn't fucking
Next
put
up for Texas, Kyle Higashioka.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
That one
Oh my
finds the
God,
zone.
buddy.
Strike 1. Fought off foul. With the tying run at the plate, we're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Okay,
Swing
that
and a
was.
miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
It's a little.
So next to hit
It's a little tighter than I'd like to see it.
Garcia.
Fastball for a
Okay,
strike.
really needed that call.
Amazing to me how many
We got to try to
closers
bury
and
these
backup
sliders
relievers just throw absolute
as
gas
low and
these
away
days.
as
I never had a
possible.
chance.
Maybe.
The tying run at the plate. That misses the
Settle down. Settle down.
zone, and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you
Needed
have
that
to
swing.
execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one inside.
I'm so annoyed.
3-2.
That
Find
turns out to be a
the
really
fucking
good take
zone,
right there,
Munoz.
but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Out to short, Crawford. On to first.
Okay.
Ball game.
God damn it. That was a very annoying finish. It doesn't seem like we usually have that much trouble, but it was like the slider was over the heart of the plate or outside. It's like just split the difference. Split the goddamn difference. We get a win. It's a 3-run victory. 4-1 your final. We sweep the series. We even committed the error that brought in the lone run of the entire series. Brian Wu improves to 5-0. John Gray, loses his 5th game of the season. Munoz with save number 11, and we pick up the sweep. Goodness gracious. We had a couple of weird home runs in this one. The ball just carried a little bit for us, and I think it kind of bit us later because we would have scored another run. But it seemed like that going to right field just had a little more carry because it looked like we were going to push something into the corner, but the ball just stayed up long enough to go into foul territory. Yeah, there was some funk here and there. We had a really bad error in this one. Munoz's save wasn't as clean as I would like to see it. But we get the save. It's just that 3-run, when they have that kind of power, and it's Adolis Garcia, start to get a little nervous. John Gray gets your loss. 4 innings. 4 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 4 earned. Wyatt Langford was 3 for 4. Marcus Semien was 2 for 3. Corey Seager was 2 for 4. And those were your hits. 7 hits, those 3 guys. Everybody was 0 for. Brian Wu, not only your win, but your player of the game. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, no walks, no earned, because the 1 run was on an error in the bottom of the first. Luke Raley was 2 for 3 with a 2-run blast. Jorge Polanco was 1 for 4 with a 2-run blast. Victor Robles was 2 for 4 with a double, and Austin Shenton 1 for 3 with a run. Andres Munoz picks up save number 11, though it was a little dicier than I would than I'd typically like to see. So we get the sweep. That's the good news. We keep pushing here in the XP path. I did log in, and it gave me a pack of cards, so we can open that. We will advance the day, and it'll set up this. Osvaldo Bido, 0-6 with a 6+ ERA. Cannot get excited about that. Or 8, excuse me. It's an 0-6 record with an 8.54 ERA. Take it on Luis Castillo, 4-0 with a 1.85 ERA. Oh, pardon me. As the Mariners get ready to take on the Athletics. Here's a look at the standings in the American League West, because everyone except for us is under 500. That is pretty wild. We are 27-6 through the first 33 games. My inventory, let's rip a pack. Okay. Oof, God. Is this the worst pack I've ever ripped? I mean, everything was new, which is a positive, but gross. And just nothing helpful. All right. Well, there you have it. We'll be back tomorrow with more MLB The Show action in franchise mode. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you want more, subscribe right over here where the gameplay is. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Here you have the playlist. You have that updates every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And up here is this morning's video, if one went up. Not 100% sure. Because maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I streamed for like 8 hours on Friday, which is other time that I would use to like record other stuff. But I was having a good time. So maybe check that out. I don't know. It's in this playlist. It's the video that's 8 hours long. Thank you again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next one. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great day.